To another special edition. The time right now is 3:54 and we are having a special show this afternoon which is known as Lover's Corner. It's gonna be very interesting, but before I introduce my sister here, I just want us to have like a 2 seconds of prayer. Let's pray. Everlasting Father, we thank you, we bless and exalt your name, O God. We give you all the glory and the honor. Father, we pray for your wisdom and understanding, O God. Father, speak through us this afternoon in the name of Jesus. We bless you for in Jesus' name. Amen. Once again, this is your girl Adama. I'm your host for this afternoon, and we are having an interesting topic this afternoon. But before I introduce the topic, I have my sister here. She is not a guest, she is one of us, and her name is Nana Ture, looking pretty, and she been here for a while, but we had the opportunity to do a show this afternoon. Nana, I don't know if you want to say like 2 seconds hi to people out there.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, thank you. As I was saying, the show is Lover's Corner. This afternoon, we want to treat on a very interesting topic. It's broad, and we need all of us to participate in this show because it's interesting. We all involved. Just I used to say that all the time. We are not perfect, and we need one another to make things better. This afternoon, we had an interesting topic which says, what will be your reaction seeing your partner rendering help to his or her ex? We're not based on just female. This afternoon, we want to do unisex, gender balance. So men are invited, women are invited to this show. And you can, to our viewers out there, you can go to Palace TV and be part of the show. And also Restoration Hour on Facebook. We are also on YouTube. So you can follow up as we do this show this afternoon. And don't just be just observe. I want to see your comments. I want to see your questions. I want you to be part of the program because we're here to help one another. So as I said, you can follow me on Facebook as Adama Mansare to be part of the show. And also our sister Emilia, also you can follow her on Facebook to be part of the show. And also my sister Nana Ture also, Elder Richard, you can also follow him on Facebook to be part of the show. Please share the page, tell a person and tell the next person that we are on live this afternoon. We are here to bless your life. Some places it's late right now, but you can still be part of the show. You can still contribute. And God bless you as you do that. So my sister Nana Ture, this afternoon, as this topic is so broad and it's a sensitive topic because one way or the other, we are all involved in it. What will be your reaction seeing or you notice that your partner is rendering help to their ex? Not rendering the help, but without letting you know. Maybe you find out from someone else or you find out by yourself. What will be your reaction?
That's a good one. As human, your initial reaction is probably like maybe a little bit of jealous or malice or whatever it is. It may be different for every individual, but with such that's as human, like you can never be ready for anything. It's just it's normal to be jealous, regardless if you trust the individual or your partner or whatever it is. It's human nature. Your initial reaction will be, oh my God, is there something? Is he having an affair with this person? I mean, and especially if they don't let you know, that's even make it even more, puts more anxiety in there, and just wanted to know, what is it that I'm missing? What is it that I don't know? And you talking about an ex. Yeah,
That's the bad part.
you're talking about their ex. It's just not anybody, you know? I mean, it could be anybody, maybe a stranger. As Christian, you know, they teach us to help, you know, to help and do what we can to help people. So it's not just a regular person, but you're talking about your partner helping an ex and you not knowing about it. Oh my God. There's so much anxiety, so much jealous in there, just all those things coming up in your head. You started making up you started making up things up in here that may or may not even be so, but that's just the human reaction. It's to be jealous initially, and maybe by the time you get to know it was nothing, but I mean, your mind don't go places. I'm talking about a lot of places.
So, well, a lot of places, which I know you're gonna tell me some of those places.
The initial reaction will be jealousy, regardless of the facts. That initial reaction, and that's just the human nature. Your initial reaction will be jealous, of course.
Well, Nana is saying the human reaction, like the human nature. Well, to me, I think, you know, you were saying the first, like, you were thinking, oh, in my mind, I'm too bad because I'm the kind of person, like, I think too much. Like, maybe he had been doing this for long. Like, I just find out now, and, you know, the thought of it, you not even letting me know.
How many times has he rendered help? Is this the first time? Is this new? Is this, I mean, was this just something that just happened? Because, I mean, it could have been just maybe something that just, like, this individual doesn't have no one to be there for them at that moment. And maybe the first person they could think of is like, oh, maybe my ex can do this. And it's just one of those unexpected situations that happen. But you won't know that unless after the fact, of course. And then maybe, but to me, I don't think it's anything bad if you feel jealous at that moment, just that initial, when you find out about it. But for me, I just, hopefully you can able to communicate with that person, that they could able to come back and say, hey, this was just, I didn't think it's that big of a deal, which, especially men, they always try to nullify things. Things that may be, like, we may see huge, like a big deal, they always try to nullify it, and that's just men. But, I mean, just maybe talk, and hopefully there's some trust where you don't have to feel like, you know, my mind don't go all these places, something happened. I mean,
so
let's just talk
you're
about
talking
it.
about, like, different things when I would, like, are very important. But before, like, we continue, because, you know, you talk about trust and say men think it's not a big deal, but case maybe you forget, just before I give my own contribution, and to our viewers out there, happy new month, and today is the 2nd of December. We thank God it's a new month, and we just get like 29 days to go to 2019. It's been a blessing. Like, the time is just going like that. So we really thank God. And once again, be part of the show. This is so interesting because things like this happen every day.
They sure do.
People think some are genuine help with no feeling, like no attachments. So this is the reason why we want you guys to come on board. You can bring out your contributions. You can talk about what you feel. This is the place you can ask questions, and to God be the glory. With the help of God, it can be answered.
Absolutely.
So ask your questions, whatever thing. Maybe you've been doing it, maybe, and it has been giving you problems. So that's why we come up with this kind of show to say sometimes it's good, but you have to you talk about communication, which is very important. Like, you have to be transparent with your partner,
very
because I'll bring an example.
And it could have just been maybe just a one-time thing. And maybe he felt like, oh, I don't need, it's no big deal. I'm just doing this quick help and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's a typical a man kind of thinking, like I said, nullified things.
Yeah.
But if it becomes a pattern where it's like every time this individual or this ex of mine needs help, they call, like, then that anxiety start going really
you know, like oh my goodness, you know, this topic, like, I think it just it's inspired, like it's inspiring to me, because I watched a movie recently, Acrimony. Like, that movie is crazy. So things like that happen.
I've been told to watch that.
Oh no, that movie, like, it's complicating, and the worst thing is that, like, you know, I was discussing this with someone, and it's like, so it was like, so why whenever this guy need help, the ex, ex is the one he's running to, and at that point, like, the ex just showed up after the husband and his wife had issues. Man, why did you wait all that long? You have to wait after there is problems. So, like, you know, things like this happen every day. And you were talking about communication. And trust me, that's one thing they lack in the movie. The guy and the lady, the communication breakdown, and there was a lot of issues. So some of those things normally lead to, like, when you cannot communicate with the present partner. And the basic form of, in anything, be it a relationship, be it courtship, be it marriage, communication is effective. You know, sometimes, and I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, but, like, some people think in whatever they call love is all about sex. And, you know, a man of God said, he said, sex is the cheapest. And, like, I was laughing. He said, sex is the cheapest in marriage or anything called relationship.
It's
I was
like,
okay.
Things, the trust and everything that's.
So he was saying, communication, that's something you guys gonna do till you die. So if there's not enough communication, you two cannot talk. And this guy or this lady can get that communication to, and you know, whenever they said X, they always want to fill the empty space, like the little opportunity they have to make use of it. It's not like they want to stay. Most of the ex.
I just think as human, we always think it's probably a lot easier for someone to go back to an ex as to maybe start something new. So I think, and again, that's just a normal human thinking or human way of I don't know if there's any fact or truth to that, but so as you, that other person in a relationship where you feel like your current partner is always doing this or doing that to your ex, or their ex is always a phone call away from help, like you just have to, I mean, communicate and put an end. For me, it will be, if it's a one-time thing, that's it. But after that, I mean, just communicate and have that trust, build that trust. It's very, very essential, and because it's more. It sounds a little bit complex, but it really isn't. When you have a clear communication with someone, and there's trust and honesty in your relationship, where you don't feel the need to feel insecure about anything. It's so important, and it's very, very important, and so not to be taken for granted. Not to be taken for granted.
That's good.
So
let's just read the comments of viewers out there, like people are
what is
coming. So Emilia is saying, "Oh, go Nana, that's Saf." Oh, thank God. Hey, we need your contribution.
Hi, Emilia.
We need your contribution.
I know.
Oh, Pastor Gideon said, "You guys are looking great. Thank you."
Thanks,
Now
Pastor
you're making
Gideon.
me
We
blush.
miss you. We miss him.
And okay, and Emilia said, "What an interesting topic. We told you." We miss you so much. And something Abaku said, "Nanasco, proud of you." Oh,
He always called me that. That's my older brother.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jacob says, "Shout out Adama." Say, you're doing great, love. Thank you very much. Thank you. And Malani is watching. Alaji is watching.
Oh.
Nafisatu is watching. And okay, hi. Esther Bubei also is watching. Thank you guys for watching, and also please, we want you guys to bring out your contributions, ask questions, because
Absolutely.
like everybody, as long as you are the age of 18 and above, these things are normal.
They are.
Everybody, like in one way or the other, you might have an ex, and things like this happen all the time. So bring out your contributions, ask. We are here to learn too. I always say that, like, topic like this makes me learn, because sometimes people like also take this little kindness, and you talk about something
like
that
individual
for
granted.
Yep.
Like in anything. Like for me, like my past experience, one thing that I always take with me here on out is just not to take anything, any situation, any relationship, any individual for granted.
Yeah.
You don't, because it's a big, big mistake.
Yeah.
And sometimes when it comes to men or women, because I've done it too, take people for granted, and it's something that could cost us a lifetime of regret sometimes. But with the communication, if you get communication and trust, and sometimes God, a lot of God.
One second. Someone is asking about what? Oh, so Esther is asking about what? The topic we're here to talk about this afternoon is, what will be your reaction? Esther, I'm asking you now. What will be your reaction? Your partner, your present partner, doing kindness or doing good to their ex without letting you know. What will be your reaction?
Right. So
that's the topic we are treating on this afternoon on Lovers Corner. That's the show. And you know, this show is so much sensitive and super, I don't want to say sexy,
complex,
super unique. And
this
is a show we're gonna maintain, because we all know this each and every day. We need this because there are people that have gone through, they miscommunicate relationship, they miscommunicate love.
For that comes with taking anything for granted.
Yeah.
It's not so much about maybe miscommunication. I think it's sometimes we tend to get comfortable in certain situations that we're in, and we we don't realize that we're taking this particular situation for granted, and then until something happens where when you realize, like, and then you started checking your cues, checking yourself, like, where am I going wrong? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? But it's just, it all boils down to just don't take any individual or anything for granted.
Okay. So, taking people for granted. And also, earlier on, you talk about it's easier for, like, a recent relationship for the person to go back to their ex. And
Right.
I agree with you at some extent because it depends to the kind of ex.
That's right.
They can't trust me.
Sometimes there's a reason why certain people are ex, so it should stay
Yes,
that way.
oh, that's what ladies said. Your ex should just stay there right there. But I'm telling you, anything called ex, that's not someplace you want to go anymore because if it was good,
Well, it's
it
complex.
was.
It's
Yes,
complex.
so like it's not something like, and like when you said that, it just pop up through my mind, like it depends on the kind of ex. Because trust me, I had an ex I don't want to go to anymore. Not in the next lifetime. Like,
Okay.
because there's some people, just like you were saying, people take you for granted, and some people do that on purpose. So that's like, even if, no matter how painful your present relationship becomes, you don't even want to think of, oh, should I go back? No, not even like a second, third. So it depends to the kind of ex because oh, oh my goodness, that's funny. So Esther was like, eh? So it's like, that's a reaction, like.
Esther said no. So that's a no for
That's
Esther.
a no,
She's
no.
like, you won't give your ex a ride, okay? But you see, that's what I was saying initially, like in the beginning, like, as humans, that's your first initial reaction will be to get jealous. Like, no, you can't do that. And especially you didn't let me know about it. Like, I have to find out after the fact. So that's a no.
Like, like the way she sounds, like I can feel the reaction.
Right. It's a
sometimes
no-no.
that is the way someone will send you a text message. You can feel like the person is in front of you.
Right. I think for the majority part of women, you definitely, like, your initial reaction is to feel jealous, regardless if you trust the person you're with.
True.
It's natural for us to feel jealous. So, and whether if it's something, maybe a life and death that there was no way but for your partner to help that individual, maybe it could be a reason. Maybe it was such an unexpected situation that happened. Oh, I can't get to my phone, or my phone died, or something happened. I couldn't reach to you to let you know that I've helped this individual. But that's why I said, at least if you go back and you communicate and just have that good communication, and it's a current situation where that trust have been built, where it's strong and intact, and you guys both understand each other, and let me know or let him know this was unexpected, it wasn't planned. I was the only person that could be there for that person at that time, at that moment, and I couldn't get to you to let you know after the fact. But where there's trust and it's built, where it's intact, it's okay. I mean, we all understand, and that's why we come to church and we stay in the church, to be good and practice good and do good. So I can understand that, but as long as it's not a pattern where it happens again, then we got a situation.
So when you were just giving your views, I was like, something just came to my mind. It can sometimes be also for a guy or a lady to be even thinking of helping their ex.
Well, yes, in that type of situation, maybe it depends how how the breakup happened between those two individuals. Maybe that person is doing it out of malice. Say, I'm gonna be calling my ex all the time to do this, so that way I can bring chaos in his or her current relationship. That can happen. It just depends the type of situation, and that's why you have to after the fact, just the communication plays a huge role. Talk about it, how it even get to that point where you are the only person that could render help to that individual. Yeah. Just communicate and discuss with it. And if it sounds good that really what it was and it was legit and there was nothing for you. But I mean, women, especially us women, we do so, like, especially if we had a bad breakup with a guy and then we feel like, okay, this relationship shouldn't have ended, or and maybe after the fact you realize we could have did this, and then you're seeing them now in a happy relationship, they're doing good, they're progressing, they're increasing. I mean, it's natural. I don't want to say it's healthy or it's something that any individual should do. That's why I said a lot of people might do it out of malice and just do it just to bring chaos in that current relationship, only because how that person and that individual ended their relationship, and maybe now they're seeing that person grow. Let's say, for example, if you were with someone and it was just always a chaos, like you guys were not progressing, you're not going from point A to point B, and then at the end of the day, that relationship broke up. Yeah. And then, bam, you see them now with another person. And you're just seeing them looking good, they're increasing, like they're going places, like everything good is happening for them. You're going to feel some kind of way. There's insecurities there. There's malice in there. Yeah. You are going to want to be like, oh, that, like, what happened? Why is that not me shining with that individual? And maybe that person is doing this thing. Maybe they don't even need help, or they just want to bring chaos to your relationship. And that's something for you to talk about too, and figure out if that's what it is. Well, and communicate that and see and fix that and put, like, just fix that right there.
Well, concerning like what you're saying, to me it's a no. That help should be rendered, because and most of this.
But what if the help is already he or she already did the help, like, and then you find out after the fact.
Okay.
So you can't say the help shouldn't. You're gonna put your feet down and say it won't happen again. Yeah. And for the majority of women, that's probably what their reaction is going to be.
And you know one thing, when things like that happen, that woman will never be secure with that ex anymore. For any time she saw any the two of them together, or even like maybe he's on the phone, he might be thinking, oh, is this they're talking to this lady? Because we are ladies.
What if they trust the person they're with? They may not trust the ex, and I get that. They may not trust that ex that's seeking help, but if you trust the person that you're with, then you're okay.
Yes, trust is fine. But like what I'm saying, you raise up a point that says some people might not even need help.
Right.
Because maybe they mess up the relationship and eventually the guy met someone that they understand themselves. Right. It's not like everything is okay, because one thing about relationship is you have to compromise. Most of the problem we are having, the issue we are having with relationship, with marriages, people just think it's magic. No. And trust me, you don't have to be a married woman to have like a wisdom about, that's wisdom about marriages. Like, this is, you learn from people. Right. That's just understanding. And one thing, a man and a woman, we are two different people, no matter what. We are two different people. So if you cannot compromise, if you can't, there are certain things you just have to let them go, no matter how painful they become. You just have to let, because for my guy to even think of rendering help to my ex, there might be a problem with the relationship. If you have a relationship that is like healthy, no, what I'm saying, like, you have a relationship that is healthy, that is open up.
There's a problem if he doesn't tell you about it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But like I said, it depends how that situation happened, where he feel the need to keep that from you.
Let's read this. The texts are just coming in. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this. So like Esther, we were saying, oh my goodness, like, when did you become a love doctor? I don't know. No, I'm not. No, I'm not a love doctor. I'm just learning. And she was like, we should call 911. Esther, I know what she can do. Like, no, you don't have to call 911. And our camera is watching. Thank you for watching. And Esther said, good job. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And Alaji said, you are looking good, Miss Nana. Alaji Kanu. Okay. So Emira is saying true. And Alton Bedford is saying keep it up. Thank you so much for watching. And we want your contribution. We want to know what you people think. Like, a man, a woman asks, what would be your reaction? Because sometimes we just think it's women, even men. Like, I have my relationship, and just a sudden I did render help to my ex. How will you feel as a guy? No matter how you trust the person, like what you were saying, I totally agree with you. Like, no matter how you trust, but that first impression, like, so many things you'll be thinking about, a lot of things, like, why are you the only person? Like, why are you the only person that the person should call to render help?
That's if it became a pattern.
You won't know. It happened the time you find out.
Right.
So the time you find out, you keep asking. Maybe that's not even the first time. Like, but if you guys have an open relationship, like open communication, then the person will tell you the truth. Like, okay, I've been doing this, but I know maybe you might feel hurt. And also, if the person tell you about, maybe explain to you about their past, about their ex, that's something you can be bold enough, but some people, they won't say anything.
Well, you see, that's the complexity and the concept of the man brain and the woman's brain.
Yeah.
There is there's more likely chances for a woman to go into a new relationship and feel the need to wants to talk about ex someone they've dated. I'm not saying they should. Someone they've dated, or what happened in that relationship, or what didn't happen, and whatsoever. Where the concept mind of how a man think, that's just no big deal. They don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's just who they are. They just wants to nullify things, and it's no big deal. Yeah. And so you, if it's the other way around, where it's your woman who is giving help to your ex, who's a male ex, who's a man, and you're the man who you like, oh, she don't tell me everything that happened to this, to that relationship, and maybe you know that, and you trust that, and you trust that individual, that it may not be a big deal, and usually men are they're so complex. You don't even know when sometimes what they're thinking in their mind. They be like, oh, it's no big deal, and then you come home, you be like, oh, so your ex is you're doing this for your ex now, and blah blah blah, and then you're like, I thought you're cool with that, and you know everything that happened in that relationship, but they're complex human beings. They're so hard to figure out.
Well, that makes sense, but I can't lie to you. I've done it though. Like, Okay. So I've done it before. Done it in a sense. I've allowed my ex, my guy render help to his ex. So to me, I don't see it as too big deal because just as you were saying, I trust the person, and but at some point the guy was like, no, I can't do this help to this lady because I know this person. So in that case, the guy already told you if you first that anything happen because some people do that. To me, I just think helping, doing such kindness, it's normal, like helping people. But
Right.
you said something earlier like that really makes sense. Some people like just to tear you people apart,
Right.
and just like if it doesn't work for me, it's not gonna work for anyone.
Yeah.
So it's something like I don't know. I think we are having our sister on with us, Emilia.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, if she might want to say something,
Okay.
um, Sister Emilia, are you on the phone?
Maybe we lost her.
Oh, yes, she's here with us. So I don't know what you may want to say. Oh,
Oh, she's.
yeah, she's here. So.
Hi.
So this is the topic we are treating, and J. Joshua is saying great topic, and Idrissa Samuel Sise is with us, also doing the watching. We thank you very much. We thank
Hi,
you very much for
Amelia.
watching, and so
Can we hear her?
uh,
Hi, we missed you. How you doing?
so viewers, we are
So you
having
enjoying our topic?
yeah. So let me just take 1 minute to introduce her. We have a third person with us. She's the first lady of the team. So, but she's recently in UK. Hello, I'm just introducing you. Can you just give me 1 second, please?
You can blush or cry. You can do both.
I'm trying to introduce you. Can you just give me 1 second, please?
We miss you too. I know. Well, I hope we're making you proud. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
I'm telling you. That's a no-no. Now.
Absolutely. 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 Baby mama, that's a good one.
Drama.
You're right.
That's
Yeah.
true.
better for you to let me know than later on I actually found out from the street.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's the most, like I was telling her, that's the most reaction you're gonna get from majority, especially for us females. It's definitely not going to be okay. It's definitely a no, and especially like you were saying, and that's the same thing I was telling her. A lot of females are, especially if they're mad of the relationship and they're seeing this person doing good, so they're probably doing that out of malice or out of jealousy or out of hatred, or just I don't want to see this person going places, and just not happy for what's going on for you, and just wants to bring craziness to your relationship, and they would do that. And majority of us females are not going to be okay with that. It's a no. I hardly. I'm yet to see a female that's going to like initially say that's okay. I mean, that's a superwoman. I know I'm not. So, so yeah.
It's actually so true. And sometimes with us females, we actually accept it as well. Like with me, I'm not gonna accept it because there was time when you were there. You didn't take you didn't make use of it. Now I'm there in that relationship. Why are you coming?
Okay.
Oh well.
Right.
Well.
Let me let you go.
Okay.
No, we still need you. Where are you going?
No, continue. I'll answer any question. If you guys want to ask any question, I'll answer.
I got a lot of questions to ask you. Don't go anywhere. So she was saying, Saf was saying it's a no, and just like you guys were saying, that's a no. Even myself, like no, because just you were saying before, you don't know how long this thing has been going on. Right. So, and you just find out now. So even if the guy said, "Oh, I just did this once," it will be hard for you to believe. Even if you trust a person 100%, it will be so hard for you.
Absolutely.
So, just like that make no sense to me. Like I said, why? And a lot of people are out there. Why you the only one? So, and also viewers out there, we have the telephone, the phone line you can call to be part of the program, which is 614-423-7188. That's the line you can call and be part of the program. Give your contribution, ask questions. The phone line again is 614-423-7188. Ask your question. We have Latifa said, good job, Nana Ture, and Manjula just joined us. Thank you guys for watching. Share the page and invite other people. Share it out there. Invite other people. This is an interesting topic. Maybe if you're just joining us, the topic is, what would be your reaction? What would be your reaction? Your partner rendering help to their ex. What would be your reaction? Be it a man or a woman. What would be your reaction? And the worst thing that they're rendering this help to their ex without letting you know. You find out for yourself. I don't know how you find out, but you find out. So what would be your reaction? So, just as we were saying earlier on about communication, and this is something I want you to emphasize on, because trust me, people are saying like there's no something like true love, but it's all because
you know how when you're cooking you have, like, if there's no salt in it, you of course there's no taste for that food. And that's the thing with communication. Communication is that spice to a relationship.
Yeah.
Without that communication, there's no relationship. It's that spice that you need in your soup, just like it's that spice that you need in a relationship. You need that communication. You need it. any break in communication is there's no relationship.
Good. And Saf, I was just telling Nana earlier said, lot of this issue of you even thinking of helping your ex or even your ex thinking of say, oh, let me call my ex to ask for help. I said sometimes it's basically because of the kind of communication the present relationship is going through, the kind of communication that can even make that ex even say, oh, let me think, because some of these exes are just like men taking chances. My bad. Because people think when I'm normally on this show, I'm always talking about men. I'm not.
Like she's always against the man. Like
I'm not against.
Okay.
I know, but a lot of men take chances on women. It depends on you, the woman.
Taking you for granted.
For granted, yes. So I don't know what you think about that and what you may want to say about the communication, because for my ex, for my boyfriend to think of, I'm gonna help my ex. There must be something that even make you think.
That you're doing wrong.
Yes. So what will you want to say to viewers they're out there? What will be your contribution towards that?
Well, it all depends. Like in some cases, it actually all depends because with some people, the way they fall out with their ex, they actually fall out with their ex in a really good way.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like in a sense, let me put it this way, like maybe before you met like your boyfriend or your husband, yeah,
Uh-huh.
they already know that you guys, you're not together, you break up and everything, you're just like, friends.
Okay.
Be that way, like good friends.
Okay.
Like that person is married, you've got girlfriend, the other person is married and moved on, both of you moved on, and both of you, you're in good terms. Your husband knows him, and he knows your husband. Those type of relationships. So with those type of relationships, even if he asks me or I ask him for help, that's something that I would do or him would do because we're that good friends. And
Yeah.
as long as there's trust in that relationship, so as long as my husband or my boyfriend trusts me, you understand that nothing's gonna happen, nothing, because like if both of you decided to go your separate ways, you decided to be in good terms, that's a different story. But if at all, yeah, there is no good time, there is nothing, your husband don't know that person, and then you're helping that person, I don't think that's a really good thing. So just like what Nana was saying that, with the salt and seasoning and everything in the soup, that's how it's supposed to be. You have to bring that spice in that relationship. And also communication. Like if I don't say like anything to my husband or my boyfriend about that other person, about my ex, and then all of a sudden I started helping him, of course my boyfriend or my husband is gonna feel bad about it. There's going to be question asked about it. And there's going to be feelings going through as well. Because sometimes with some exes, like when they see you happy, they want to come back and fight.
True.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Come back for you.
Absolutely.
well, like what I would advise, like even if you guys decide to become friends, even if you're rendering that help, you should let the present person know.
Right.
Because that can even give the person like you can allow the person started suspecting you. If that's something genuine, like what Saf was saying, that's completely true. But let the person know, oh, this person asked me for this kind of help. What do you think? Like sometimes you put like a suggestion. A man of God used to say, he was giving an example to his wife. He said, if like he's talking to a lady, or maybe, and the wife like the way, how do you talk? I don't like the way you talk to this lady in this way. And he said he would ask the lady, his wife, do you have problem with me talking to this lady? I'm not gonna talk to the lady henceforth. By you saying that, like the woman was like, no, I'm not the one that's gonna separate you from people. But at least you made that known, that kind of a respect to the woman.
State your feelings.
Yeah, you state your feelings to the woman. But sometimes some guys like don't even care. They just think, oh, it's my money, it's my help. I can help whoever I feel like
At
helping.
that point, that's when you know there's something wrong with your relationship, where where you're not being respected to even for things to be disclosed to you.
Yeah.
Then there's something wrong,
Yeah.
and you want to have those communication and have those discussion to find out what's wrong for him or her to feel the need to keep things from you. Communicate that and see and find out the roots to whatever it is that's going on. But as a woman, I don't want to. I hate to put the burden on myself in a relationship, especially if I know I'm doing my part, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So for my partner to do things behind my back without disclosing it to me, I don't necessarily will initially say maybe I'm doing something wrong in the relationship for him to feel the need to do that. I may not be perfect, but I try my best to do what I'm supposed to do in a relationship. Yeah. Now, I've had my flaws, I've had my mistakes, but I would never take that burden upon myself and say I'm doing something wrong. That's why he's doing this to me. No, that's just that individual, and that's just what they want to do, or their mind, what they feel like they need to do without letting you know about it. But I would never put that burden upon me saying I'm doing something wrong. And if that's the case, then I want to have that discussion and have that communication going.
And also because, like, we're just facing on if that kind of behavior is going on, like your guy helping this ex, are you gonna like face the ex?
No. You wanna have that discussion with your partner.
Yeah,
not their ex.
I know, like this something like I be going on, like doing this ex all the time, and you might think, oh, this ex still wanna bring issue into my relationship. Is that appropriate for like you?
Again, that's why you want to have those discussions to see what is going on in your relationship. You should always be in control of your relationship.
Yeah.
Whatever that ex is doing should be none of your business.
True.
Your business should be having those discussions with your partner, and taking care of whatever it is you guys need to take care of. Take care of your business. I'm not worried about that ex.
That's true. And I think it makes sense. Like sometimes also, there is a way you communicate with your partner that, like, even if the partner want to be sincere to you, they can, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, let's say things like this is going on.
Then there's problem.
Yeah.
When your partner feel like they can't be honest to you, they always have to lie to you about things, then you have a problem in your relationship. Again, you want to have those discussions. Figure out what those problems are.
So, Saf was saying for her, it's a nano thing. Like, you can render that help. And I support her. I agree with her, because at least to save your relationship. Because she was saying things like that. She might think, oh, some of these exes, they have their friends. So, like, since he has started doing this first one, go ask again. So, like, they have their motives. To you, you might think, oh, I just want to do this help. But they have, and they have their own motives. As soon as she started doing 1 time, 2 times, like, it became part of them. They started bringing old stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so I think to just help, and if, like.
Let's put an end to it.
Yes. Let's put an end to it. Don't do this, like, to keep the relationship. That should be the role of the woman or whoever is doing this kindness. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I have no issue.
As human, you should always have that sense of feeling control and comfortable in your relationship without taking it for granted. It's a difference between being comfortable in my relationship but yet not taking it for granted as well either.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Saf, and I was saying, it's good, like, you can be comfortable but not taking the relationship for granted. You are comfortable, like, you're comfortable with the relationship.
If I feel like I'm in control, I have control of my relationship. There's communication, there's honesty, there's loyalty, there's all of that, and I'm comfortable with this person, and there's understanding.
Yeah,
that's
because
a
that's
key thing too. Understanding.
Yep.
The two of you have that understanding and honesty without taking the relationship or the individual themselves for granted is two different things.
Yeah. So, what would you want to say concerning that? Because like you feel comfortable because a lot of these things happen because you taking the
they
person
do.
for granted. So, what would you want to say?
Oh no, because I just want to clarify it with Nana because when she was saying about being comfortable.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean like being comfortable? Because with like sometimes like being comfortable like will actually in a sense. Let me just put it this way because like you don't want to be comfortable in that type of situation and then it's gonna end up you getting like
Hurts.
That's why I use the word being in control. You can be comfortable, but be in control of the relationship.
So-
be in control.
So, like, basically, it's not really like normal all the time for a woman to be in a control into a relationship. Like, I took the part of having the communication effective, but like you saying, be in control of the relationship.
No. I'm not saying control the relationship. Keep the control your relationship. Keep it intact.
Like, keep
Meaning
the
is
communication
keep the
effective.
effective
Okay.
relationship. That's
Okay.
part of controlling, having your relationship intact.
Okay.
Effective communication, understanding each other.
Okay.
That's all part of having your relationship intact.
Okay.
And when your relationship is intact and you have control of it,
Yeah.
like not letting it go, like you have a grip of it. You
Yeah.
have control of it. Not controlling your
The person,
partner,
okay.
but have control of
Over
your
the-
relationship.
yeah.
You have a grip of it and understanding each other without taking the relationship for granted.
Okay.
You should be able to separate that.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. And so, yeah. And Saf was asking, like, being comfortable. Like, she's not trying to say being comfortable over the situation, right? Not
Right.
being comfortable over your partner, over the partner helping
Being
the
comfortable,
ex.
that's you taking it for granted. That's not what you want to do.
Okay.
So actually, they don't take it for granted. Okay, so that's really good. And while you're talking about that, Nana, I just have a question about you.
Okay.
Okay.
I just have a question that actually going towards you.
Okay.
Because first I've been asking questions to going towards Adama for a very long time. So
Okay.
it's you, so it's about time for me to test you with this one.
Okay.
So most of the time, with most people, like if they're going through like stuff in their relationship, I'm not mentioning like with marriage, like if you're married or like going towards divorce, or if you're like just boyfriend and girlfriend, your relationship is going down the drain. Like, would you find comfort, towards your ex? Like, would you find comfort in your ex hands? Like, would you go back to your ex? Like, would you be comfortable like going back?
No, that's
It's like the same thing, like because like sometimes with some exes, like they open hands for you, like
No.
they try to help you, then you fall deep in.
right. That's one thing you don't want to do that. If you are going through issues or problems in your current relationship and you feel like you're seeking whatever it is you're seeking from the individual you were with previously or your ex, then you really have a problem. And me personally, I won't do that. And I don't think it's healthy to seek, like for example, like for me, when I'm stressed, I want to go shopping, or I want to eat a lot of food. Like when you see, like something that you seek pleasure for to relieve stress, and going to your ex to get a stress relief is definitely not anything anybody should do. I'm not a love doctor. I'm not anything. I'm just Nana. But that's definitely something I won't do or advise anyone to do, because because you're going, especially if that person wants you back.
Yep.
They're not gonna tell you anything that's
Good.
gonna make you stay in your
No.
present relationship. They're gonna give you every reason that for you to that they're seeing, and they want you to see that's wrong with your relationship because they want you back. So why would you want to do that? No, go to a pastor or a therapy or something, but not your ex. Definitely not your ex, because
That's good because
yeah.
because the reason why I actually brought up that point was because when you guys were, because of the topic about going for help, like asking your ex for help. So some people might find it that way that, oh, we're just helping each other.
No.
We're just helping each other.
That's a
Well,
complex.
That's not help at all.
No, that's not healthy. I don't think
Well,
that's healthy.
well, Asaf, like that, what I was telling Nana earlier on, I said, the best is that don't do it. You don't want to be in that situation, and that's a good one. Like, I don't want, when I get stressed, all I think I can seek refuge to is my ex. No, like that's not something anyone should do. That's not, you shouldn't do that. You have friends. Call friends, talk to people. Like, there's some.
Call
listen-
Pastor Joshua.
No. Papa, he just
Call Papa at 2 a.m. in the morning.
no, I'm sure Papa is just accepting courtship, not boyfriend, and marriage. It's not like he's not even gonna be part of that. So, but I think and this way when you're talking about boyfriend, we're not talking about like an healthy relationship. We're talking about healthy relationship that is leading to marriage. So just for us to clear, we're not talking about any sinful or unhealthy relationship. We're talking about a relationship that will be fruitful tomorrow. So, and things like that happen because there's no, the guy you met might be seeing someone else in the past. Like, things like that happen because, like, I like to ask questions because I don't want to go out there and people started like saying things to me like, where did I know you from? So I always like to ask questions, but like what you're saying, that was true. Like, to me, it's like, don't just do it. Don't just go there and don't render help, don't ask for help. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when you're saying don't ask for help, so keep in mind you might have some friends, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And like with some friendship, that will lead to some friendship. I know you're talking about healthy relationships,
Yeah.
but sometimes we have to think about those relationships as well. Like some relationships, they're actually not healthy.
Yeah.
So sometimes like with some friends, they will actually put you into it. They will be like, oh, why don't you call your ex and ask your help for, ask your ex for help? Or why don't you call this person that you used to date? Never, thinking about it, sometimes if you don't have, Christ in you,
Yeah.
if you don't have Christ in you, then you be like, oh, my friend is right. Let me call this, my ex. It's just one time. And that one time will turn out to be a relationship.
Yeah, well, so that's also, I think that also leads, what you're saying is true. That also leads to the kind of friends you hang around with. Like, now, I've known you for a while. Like, I don't think if I bring such situation to you, tell me, go call that ex. I know you will not even consider that. So it all depends also the kind of people you hang out with, the kind of people you talk to. But if you sit up, like you talk to people that have respect for you because, things like that, is like because at the end of the day when things go wrong, those are the same people that will start talking about you.
Keep your friends and
Yes.
ex out of it.
Out. Yeah. So just as what you're saying, I know, and those things are normal things for people. I don't know, Saf, if that's making sense.
It actually does. That makes sense.
So it depends to the kind of friends also you hang
That's
out
why it's
with.
good for people to stay in church and people to have good, healthy relationship
Well,
with their spiritual father, like their pastors, because this is stuff you could talk to either your mom or your spiritual parents about. But
This
friends and
this topic
exes, no.
This topic is so nice, but
Oh, actually,
so
the
bad.
most when, and this is, but remember that's why I said good communication is good because the most important person you want to have this conversation with is your partner. Talk with that partner. Figure whatever it is that's going on. I mean, sometimes if there may have to be changes. I mean, just fix. I'm a big believer of fixing things unless I really cannot fix it, and maybe it's just it wasn't a relationship for me to have, and just let go. But I will try and try until I know I can't try anymore. Like just fix it. Talk. Do whatever you can, and then when you guys can fix it, then you start. That's why we have spiritual parents. Go to your parents. But I mean, with every individual, you have that one good friend and that you can rely on. Because we all need people in this life, and at least I believe every female should have at least one good friend. But it's just at times just certain things just discuss with your partner, and when all hails are fail, then you start finding your pastor or start calling Papa at 2 a.m. in the morning.
So,
but not your ex.
so viewers, if you're just joining us again because we're almost running out of time, and this might be a topic we'll continue some other time, and I know
it's a good topic.
It's a good topic.
I will come back.
Sure, you come back.
I will come back.
This is a topic that we're really gonna discuss. But for just viewers, if you're just joining us, this is a lover's corner. Like the thing is so funny. Whenever I'm talking about it, I have to laugh.
It's interesting.
So the show is called.
It's exciting.
The show is called Lover's Corner. And for this afternoon, we had a very interesting topic, which says, what would be your reaction? Your reaction as your partner rendering help to their ex without letting you know. You find out in a way, I don't know, but you find out for yourself. So what would be your reaction? We got so many views, and I have with me on the story, we have the full team this afternoon, the ladies.
The first lady.
Whenever the ladies are on board, like it's not easy. Like we just keep talking. We don't want to go, and we have a sister with us, Saf. People you all know her as Emilia. She's now with us. She's in UK right now, but she's with us live right now on the show. And I also have my co-host here, Nana Ture. She's part of the team, and also we still got the phone line. We're gonna have basically 3 minutes before we call it today. The number is 614-423-7188. As we are talking about this topic, we'll continue this topic some other time. So before I ask Saf to just give advice to people out there, you want to give advice to people that, because when we talk about this whole topic, what I learned from it is the effective communication. So I don't know if you want to use 1 minute to just talk to viewers out there.
Now, like I said, I'm no specialty in anything to advise anyone, but the only experiences that I have are my own personal experiences, things that have happened to me and that I've learned for every mistake in your life. You use that and you grow from that, and you don't take it to the next. And those experiences, those things that they happen for reasons, and those reasons are things that you learn from, and you correct those mistakes. If you had a breakdown in communication from your previous relationship, you want to learn from that and don't take that to your next relationship. If you take your ex that you were with for granted, you want to make sure the next person that you go to, you don't take them for granted. You don't get too comfortable if it was disrespect, because you know we're African women. We have some disrespect in us. If it was disrespecting your partner, and you want to make sure you learn from that, you correct those mistakes. Like I said, for every consequences, you have prices to pay, where we've lost lifetime relationships that who knows what they could have been, but I believe things happens for a reason, and sometimes things don't work out for a reason, but you just grow and take whatever experience you've learned and don't mess people's relationship.
Thank you for that. And also, Saf, I don't know if you want to give contribution to viewers out there and just encourage them and talk to them. You got like 1 minute, 30 seconds.
1 minute.
30 seconds.
Well, I just want to let you guys know that it's okay for you to be casual and friend with your ex, as long as you guys fall in a that you guys both have good understanding that you have to respect whoever I'm dating at that time, and I'm gonna respect whoever you're dating at that time. As long as there's a communication and there's respect there, and your husband or your boyfriend is actually approve of it, you can still be friends with your ex. Because I know so many people that they're actually best friends, good friends with your ex.
I believe that.
As long as there's understanding there.
Yeah.
And not every ex that comes through the way that actually helps you. Think about it. Most of the time when they give you help, they provide help to you, they always want something in return.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful. Not every ex that help you, you think that, he or she, they're really nice. Don't take it for granted as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes God sends some people to come out there to help us. Don't take it for granted. And be careful. Just like I'm saying, not all the exes that shows up to help you think they're doing it just for the sake of help. They want something in return. And, I think that's, I don't know if I only have 1 minute.
Oh my goodness, really?
Respect people's relationship. Respect your relationship. You said it all.
You said it all.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We thank you for no problem. Thank you.
Love you too.
Love you too. I really happy for all what you ladies have said today. So viewer out there, all I want to say, just like what Saf was saying, you have to, because sometimes you can be friends, just allow your partner, because sometimes there are relationships that just meant to be for part-time. And you two have to agree on that and know that this is not working, but in that respectful way. And each and every one of you can go different ways, but in that respectful, in that good manners, whenever you guys see each other, you feel happy. Most of the time, why this exes becomes a problem is the way the breakup happens. But what we are saying this afternoon, if you think you're doing that, and be open up to your present relationship, and whatever you think is not working, fix it. Communication is very important in a relationship. It helps. And also for women, men, you compromise in your relationship. You don't have to be just self-centered. It's all about you. Respect the other person's view. Respect their feeling. Respect their opinion. Be open up. Let the relationship be balanced. Let it not just be one side of it. Because when it becomes one side, one day when it drop on the ground, and it's really gonna be hard. So you have to respect the person. Whatever thing you think is not going on in a relationship, be bold enough to call the person in a respectful way, because respect is very important in a relationship. I'm telling you, there are some relationships that just break up because of disrespect. And one thing I'm gonna tell you, if you're a woman, a man, they always have ego. You cannot take that from them. They were created this way. That's just the truth. So when you want to be too bossy to a man, it's like, and you know, one day Papa was preaching about Adam's first wife. And a lot of people don't even know that Adam used to add another wife. But they said, because she was acting like a man, God said, no, this is not the kind of woman I want. She has to go back. Though we still have some of those wives, but she was having a spirit. So you don't have, be a lady for once. Be a lady. I don't say you should allow to be used, but be a lady. Just allow yourself to be a lady. And I'm sure your relationship will work through the grace of God. And this afternoon, before we go off the show, we have our producers, which is our boss, Elder Richard. You call him Richoko, I call him Elder Richard. And we also have a new guest with us this afternoon, Daniel. We thank you and you're welcome. We thank you guys so much being out there to make sure everything works well. And this afternoon, as I say again, I'm your host for this show, and I have my co-host here, Nana Ture. We're going to leave you guys with this message. But before I go, I always want to say, if you're not born again, because, you know, with all these things, if you don't have God, it's a problem. God is the ultimate, is the center to anything you're doing, to that relationship that you think is not working. Try God. You've been trying a lot of things. You've been trying friends. You've been trying people. It's not working. Try God. And if you know you've never given your life to Christ, this afternoon, I'm introducing you to the man called Jesus. If you never accept him, just say this prayer with me. Lord Jesus, I come before you. I thank you for dying for me on the cross of Calvary. And I'm telling you, your life will never be the same. I say forward ever and backward never. Your life will never be the same. I thank you all for joining us this afternoon. Stay blessed till we meet again. We say love you.